What up, though? Y'all already know who it is. It's Moan. We are back, baby, with our first segment of men versus women. I'm so ready to get to the shit. Let's go. So, we are going to be talking about sex. What a shock. We are in a very sex driven society. So, if you have children around right now, I suggest you put the kids to bed, take them to so and so house, because this video is not for them. Again, we are going to talk about sex, and a while back I asked a question on my social media. Who is under more pressure when it comes to sex? Men or women? A lot of y'all hit me up. Y'all were like, well, are you talking about more pressure to have sex, more pressure during sex? I didn't want to specify all that right then and there. I just wanted you guys to kind of, run with your imagination, right? It ended up being split literally 50-50. Half of y'all said men are under more pressure. Half of y'all said women are under more pressure, okay? I'm going to break this down for y'all and give y'all my answer, okay? Now, I know this is going to sound biased, because I'm a man, but I'm not just talking from my personal experiences. I'm talking about other experiences that I've heard from other people, talking to multiple women, getting their experiences on having sex, okay? That's how I came up with this conclusion. The answer is men. Men are under more pressure, and what I meant when I asked who's under more pressure when it comes to sex, I meant during sex. So men are under more pressure during sex than women. Okay? I'm going to break this down for y'all. Think about the act of sexual intercourse, okay? It's a man inserting his penis into a vagina. This whole motion right here, okay? I hate to use such a generic example, but that's what it is, okay? Think about it, ladies. When you're about to have sex with a man and you guys are about to have sex with each other for the first time, ladies, what is it that you really have to worry about? What pressure do you really have, okay? I'm not talking about oral sex. We're not talking about having to worry about STDs. We're not getting into all of that. I'm literally talking about just sexual intercourse, providing a great sexual intercourse experience. Ladies, what pressure are you really under? Having to worry about your vagina not smelling? Like, that's something you should be doing anyway. That's hygiene. So, no. Having to worry, maybe that you're not wet enough or being wet enough. Like, partly that's our responsibility, to make sure there's some lubricant down there. But other than that, like, y'all don't really have any pressure. Men, on the other hand, is my dick big enough? Is my stroke game on point? Am I lasting long enough? Am I aggressive enough to her liking? These are legitimate things that we have to worry about in order to provide a great sexual experience for you ladies. Now, I'm not going to say these are concerns as if we're like stressed about these things before we have sex, but I'm just letting y'all know this is where the pressure comes in for us men. Think about it when it comes to sexual positions, okay? Ladies, when you're on top riding, reverse cowgirl, whatever it is, let's keep it 100. After 3-4 minutes, y'all huffing and puffing, you ready to get up. It may not be all of y'all, don't take offense to this if that's not you. This is more so in general, but I've been with enough women to be able to speak on this. That sounds really bad. I don't care. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. After 3-4 minutes, y'all ready to get up. You know what I'm saying? And after that, y'all don't have to put in no other work. There's really no pressure on y'all. When it comes to doggy style, missionary, doing it from the side, all them other freaky positions I'm not going to get into, we are the ones having to put in the work. And the reason why I wanted to discuss this, ladies and gentlemen, is because there's so many times that I hear women bashing men when it comes to sex. Whether it's dick size or how long this man lasted or didn't last. Like, take these things into consideration, ladies. We are the ones under the pressure. Now, I'm going to pause right there because I want to talk to the fellas for a second because we low-key contribute to this. Now, I've never been this guy, but I know there's men out there that are literally walking around like they are king dangling. Like, bruh, you're setting yourself up for failure. That's what you're doing. You're setting such a high bar and high standard. And if you don't live up to that, bruh, she talking shit to her friends, co-workers about your ass. You don't want to be that dude. You don't have to be out here trying to brag about what you working with and what you gonna do to her, bro. You just setting yourself up for failure. You know why? Because you're not gonna be able to satisfy every woman the same way. I don't care if 7, 8 women in a row told you were amazing. When you get to that 9th woman, she might be like, You're setting yourself up for failure, bro. You can't satisfy every woman. Stop bragging. That is so lame, in my opinion. You're really just setting yourself up for failure. And again, you don't live up to them expectations, she talking shit about you. You can count on it. You ain't getting no calls, no text back, bro. Okay? Now, enough of the men. Back to the ladies. Again, I'm bringing this to everybody's attention because I hear so much bashing men when it comes to sex. And ladies, I just want you guys to take this into consideration that we are definitely under more pressure when it comes to this. Now, think about it like this. If you learn how to communicate instead of bashing this man, think about how much better the sexual experience will be. You can literally take a bad sexual experience and turn it into a better one. I'm not saying it's going to go from terrible to amazing. I'm just saying instead of bashing these men, take into consideration the pressure that we are under and say, hey, you know what? Let me try to guide this man. Let me try to tell this man what I like, what I don't like, and try to turn it into a better sexual experience instead of you walking away pissed off because he ain't satisfy you. You talking shit to your homegirls. He mad because he ain't satisfy you. Ain't getting no calls and texts back. Like, all of that can be prevented. Instead of bashing these men, communicate. I know that's not the easiest thing to do when you're having sex with somebody for the first time, but again, it will take it from a very basic and terrible or whatever bad sexual experience, whatever you want to call it, to a better one, just by simply communicating. That's it. It's literally that simple, ladies. Again, this is my take on the situation. This is my opinion. You can agree or disagree, but I'm going to give y'all a perfect example. I remember back in the day before I was getting ready to have sex with a woman for the first time, I would literally feel like I would have to give myself a pep talk low-key. Like, yo, Mo, you got to make sure you on point, bro. Make sure you know what I mean? Make sure, hey, you ready? Like, I ain't go that deep into it, but I'm being 100% honest with y'all. I would literally give myself a pep talk because I didn't want to be that guy that you talking shit about. I want to make sure I'm giving you an A1 sexual experience. I want to make sure I'm getting that call and text back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and be bragging. I'm not going to sit here and be doing none of that. I'm going to do everything that I can do because here's one thing. Back to the fellas. Here's one thing. When you really putting it down like that, fellas, you won't have to say shit. She will do all the talking for you. If you really putting it down, she gonna want to tell her friends. She gonna want to tell her co-workers. If you really putting it down like that. Before it even gets to that point, you'll know you put it down by the way her ass is folded up on the bed like a stack of laundry and can't move. You'll know you put it down. But again, you're not going to be able to satisfy everybody, so you have to be open to that communication, fellas, and quit walking around like you king ding-a-ling. Back to the ladies. This is how you contribute. Communicate with this man. Let him know what you like, what you don't like. Guide him. Again, that's going to take it from a shitty situation, a bad sexual experience, into a better one. That's all I got to say on the situation. Y'all know what time it is. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe, but more importantly, I want to hear y'all comments. I really want to hear what y'all got to say, whether y'all agree or disagree. Talk to your boy, okay? I really hope there was no children around because this wasn't for them. All right, y'all. Much love. I'll see y'all soon.